What is up, you guys? So we're taking a look at this package unit today, and what happened is we were low on refrigerant. So what I did is we recovered all the refrigerant and we put a little bit of tracer gas in it. We're at 304 pounds of nitrogen on both sides, and hopefully we can find this leak. Most definitely is probably leaking on the Schrader valve, but you can see there's a bunch of oil here. But we can't guess. What we're gonna do is keep this thing pressurized and try to find a leak. As you can see, we're picking something up right here. So what we're gonna do is take this cover off and figure out exactly where it's at. The nitrogen's slowly going down. I just pulled this panel off right here. And as you can see, we have a bunch of oil. So what I'm gonna do now is try to remove this as much as I can, figure out where this leak's at. And I just fixed this on the other unit, but it's probably like a rub out. As you can see, this insulation begins to get all brittle and fall apart. So what I'm gonna do is get some scissors here and cut this zip tie and figure out if there's a leak behind this insulation. Okay, you guys, so after finding this leak here, what I want to do is pull this copper out and then rebraze it. And then while I'm doing that, I'm gonna be washing this evaporator down too. As you can see, we have a bunch of organic growth growing on the evaporator. So right now I just cut the wires to these pressure switches. We have a bad low pressure switch. What was happening is this compressor was running for I don't even know how long with no refrigerant in it. So that's telling me right away we have a bad low pressure switch. And then if I'm already in the system, I'm gonna replace this high pressure switch too. After that, after taking these off, I'm gonna take out this filter dryer and sand this all down and then repair the leak. We just removed all the Schrader valves right now. We're washing down the evaporator. As you can see, all the dirt's coming down. Okay, so I just got this one out removed. And take this off. And I'm pretty sure there's a Schrader valve in there that needs to be replaced. Okay, look at that. There's a Schrader valve compressor tool here. So yeah, there's a little Schrader valve that should be in there. Okay, it's in there. So we did that, and then we're gonna take this one off too. So what you guys wanna do is, I usually hold the pliers here. I hold it on the nut, so when I'm holding the copper down, it's not twisting and breaking off the copper. Because if you just try to do this with an adjustable wrench to break it, what you're gonna do is twist the copper and rip it out. So I just got the pressure switches out. So after taking off the filter dryer, I'm flowing some nitrogen here. The leak's right here. I just bent the copper. And what we're gonna do is sand this down and then blow some nitrogen. So we're gonna open up the settling real quick. Have it set like that, a little bit more. Open up your oxygen, turn it on. Boom, boom, a little bit more settling. There we go. I'm just gonna heat it up. Get your little braze rod in your hand here. Heat it up. Working section. Make sure you fill a little bit of nitrogen so it doesn't build up here. Boom. Dab it a little bit. Boom. Working sections. Make sure it's even. Make sure you get all around. Boom. That's how you repair like little holes like that. So what I'm gonna do now is put the filter dryer on, pressurize it, and see if we fixed the leak right here, which everything looks good. We're just on this little spot here. Okay, so the filter dryer's in. We put the little axis fitting, moved it over, added a little bit of copper there. So this doesn't rub out again. As you can see, we have a lot more copper. So it's floating. What I'm gonna do is wrap this with insulation and tape so that doesn't rub out again. Okay, so all we have to do now is braze this little section off and then pressurize the system and then put our low pressure and high pressure switches on. So you can hear our nitrogen flowing through the system right now. We just got done washing the evaporator. We put the new filter dryer in, and then right now we're just gonna get the system up to 250 pounds of nitrogen. And then check if there's any leaks anywhere. But so far we're looking good. We just got done brazing this little part in, putting the filter dryer in, and hopefully there's no other leaks. Okay, so we have our system pressurized right now, and it's been about a minute, and we shouldn't lose more than 5 psi of nitrogen in the next 25 minutes. We're gonna get our bubbles, spray everything down, make sure there's no leaks anywhere, and then after that we're gonna put our low pressure, high pressure switches on, and then spray bubbles, see if we're leaking anywhere, and then we're gonna recover the nitrogen. So we're just letting this evaporator sit right now. We're gonna wash it one more time, but all that organic growth is gone. I got myself some of these bubbles here the Cal Blue bubbles, so hopefully this catches anything. Okay, so we just put the high pressure switch in, we just put the low pressure switch in. What we got to do now is just tighten everything up. We have currently 250 pounds of nitrogen in the system. We haven't found any leaks. We got some of those bubbles here. We haven't found any leaks. There's no leaks anywhere. I checked the whole evaporator, and then I checked ourselves the filter dryer, and then the little leak that we have here, and then all in these little small sections here. So after finding no leaks, I still want to pressurize this system to 300 pounds of nitrogen. So last time when I pressurized this system to 350 pounds of nitrogen, that's when I found a hairline crack right here on the compressor. And you know, once you make one mistake, you don't do it again. So now I'm going to pressurize these systems to 350 pounds of nitrogen, and then take a look at the evaporator, check for any leaks here, take a look on the filter dryer, just anywhere that somebody's brazed anything up here. And then after that, we're gonna get the system into a vacuum and then go from there. So we just insulated the suction line. Right now we're gonna tape this up to the suction line here so it doesn't rub out anymore, and then we're gonna put some insulation underneath. And then we're at 683 microns, which is decent. We're gonna let it vacuum for about another 40 minutes, but everything else is looking good. We were able to take off the mold off the blower motor here, and we combed some of the condenser down. So we got this system down to 300 microns. We're gonna shut off this vacuum. I closed up the valves already, and let's see exactly where we're actually at here. So we're gonna let it settle for about 10 minutes and then go from there. Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes now. We're at 489 microns with the valves shut off. Everything's looking good here. What we're gonna do now is start scaling in the refrigerant. So these are my pressures. We have 37 superheat, 11 subcooling. I'm gonna let this unit stabilize and then add refrigerant. But so far it's looking a little bad on the superheat side here. Okay, so our pressures are looking good right now. Our condenser temp is pretty good. Our evaporator temp is good. Our superheat is 17, which is high, but I don't want to add any more refrigerant because it's a fixed orifice, and downstairs it's really hot. Our return temp is 84 degrees, so I'm going to let this stabilize for another 20 minutes and then see where we're at from there. So this is what's really important, is the temperature coming out of the vents. We're at 52, which is amazing, and then our return is at 72. So we're looking good, you guys. We're gonna go upstairs, close up the unit. So as you can see, our superheat is going down. It was at 16, now we're at 17. We're letting the building cool down. We're gonna complete the charge. We're not gonna add anything. If it needs anything, any fine tuning, we gotta do it on a warmer day. And when the building isn't so hot because the AC being down. But this is perfect, you guys. So the unit's all put together, you guys. We're gonna shut it back on, and then write up the invoice. Everything is perfect on this unit.